Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name is Tyrone and I'm a little bit of the old Johnny-come-lately on these two. I've seen these two 5-packs from Matchbox 2022 range on a number of channels, Diecast Looney being one of them, and also Grimm's Garage in the US. So they've been all over the world. Diecast Looney is in the UK and Grimm's Garage is in the United States. Now they find their way to little old Perth, Western Australia, to me, and we get to rip them open. Let's have a gander. We'll start with this one. Bit of confused messaging on this one. City Adventure 3. Maybe it should be called Bug Out 3 or Bug Out 1. Don't know. Bug Out is a phrase I've learnt recently from the Americans. It's a thing you do when things go pear-shaped where you are. Matchbox Malibu Chevy 1959 Chevy wagon, the 2010 Ford F-150 SVT Raptor, cheap, release cheap, and the 1965 Rover, Land Rover Gen 2. That's the one I'm interested in. A couple of doubles. We'll have a look at those windows in a second. Yikes. There's the card art. Splendid. And here's me destroying something. That butter knife's been with me for quite a while, hasn't it? Actually, I have about 4 or 5 of them around the place sometimes, and the wife says, have you seen the butter knives? Nope. And then she'll look in the studio and retrieve masses of butter knives. Alright, what is this? I think I've seen it around. I don't personally collect it. Malibu Marauder, 2015 it's been around since. So 2016, so 8 years. Are there another 7 to find? It's got some boogie boards or body boards in the back. It's okay. I would have preferred, given the choice, the Baja Buggy than this, because that's what I'm collecting. It would look cool in that livery as well, or that colour scheme. Jungle Safari on the side. It's okay. Maybe it's one of those things I'm yet to collect. This one I do collect, but already have it. It's got the pizza base for a steering wheel, but I like the colour scheme on this one too. Blacked out wheels. Cheap willies. No suspension on these, but they kind of look like they should, but that's nice. We're avoiding the elephant in the room with these greyed out windows on the station wagon, but we'll get to that next. Anaconda on the side of this Raptor. F-150. Spare wheel in the back as part of the interior, and bed and mud guards. Yeah, it's a nice addition. So, greyed out windows, I don't like it. It's got a yellow canoe this time. Jungle guides on the side. Grey unpainted base. 2016 is the first, so 2017 been around for 5 years. I think I have a red one and a blue one and perhaps another, but certainly not all. And if they keep going the way they have on those windows, I think I'll give up on this one, because that's a bit gross. This one, a bit of interest for me collecting this 5-pack was the variant of the Land Rover Generation 2. This one has the forward-facing spotlights, and the one I picked up as a Lucy does not. So I got a second chance at finding them. In Australia and some other markets, it's very hard to find the variants without buying 10 of them, because you can't see them through the window. There is no window, it's a closed box. Unless you're a savage in the shop and rip open boxes like some people do, you'll never know until you get home, or at least out to the car what you've paid for. But nice to have those variants. And of course I have everything else I could find to show you. It came in blue ×2. Came in red. Need 2 of those. Came in green. And of course 2022 came in the Safari with and without forward-facing spotties. And the Mattel Creations, they didn't dare give us a variant to that one. I don't think anybody would follow the variant trail on that one. So yeah, good to have the second of the latest 2. Shove those off there. What else did I have to show you from that one? No, I think I covered that one. Let's move right along. And this is the other one, Autobahn Express 3, also seen on the aforementioned channels, Grimm's Garage, Diecast Looney, and I think I'm really late to this one, but that's okay. We got there in the end. Porsche, BMW, Volkswagen, Opel, and Mercedes. These are at least cars you'd expect to see on the Autobahn. Maybe not the Ranek. Well, they do have 5 lanes in places, don't they? If you're not in a quick vehicle, you can use the slow lane. I did notice for the most part when I went to Germany and travelled on the Autobahn, they do actually abide by the fast lane, slow lane thing. A lot of countries, they just wantonly disregard the fast lane, slow lane concept, much to everybody's peril. We'll get to this one first. A little bit like the Marauder, I'm not sure about it, but it's been around for long enough for me to get used to. It's a 20-year-old casting. That's one of the first ones, and they have been turning up here recently. Certainly that's one of the cooler paint jobs I've seen. It's quite a modern look, isn't it? Very matte. I'm just going to turn that spotlight off because it's starting to buzz quite loudly. They overheat. Haven't lost too much light, but we've definitely lost that hum. So yeah, might be time to get used to the Opel Speedster, seeing as it's been around for 20 years. The Porsche in a matte white, or it's making me cringe a bit to touch it. It's like when you've got dry hands and you flick through a newspaper. Don't know about you, but I have to lick my thumb every page because I can't handle touching the dry paper. I'll put it down. Crazy critter. BMW with a nice shiny finish. That's better. Australian politicians being driven around in this particular model nowadays, now that the Holden Caprice and the Ford Fairlane are no more. So they've taken to the Beamer. Classy car. And Polizei is the livery for that one. Unimog in the Ranek livery. Definitely a must-have if you're collecting Ranek vehicles. Can't miss out on the Unimog from Mercedes. It's one of the first ones I found of that one. And of course, there are many, many others. And, Matchbox have had the Unimog forever. So that was sort of 82, I think, somewhere in there. So should we compare them, or do they not stack up? They probably don't stack up. Completely different kettle of fish, isn't it? Yeah. Depends on what you're partial to. Ask anyone, and it's all about your age when it comes to this hobby. Some of us never grow up, just like me. Oh, I better announce this thing. This is the best one of the 5-pack, in my humble opinion. And it's all down to what I'm personally collecting, or personally veer towards. It's the Golf Mark V GTI, and to complement it, see how Matchbox and others, but Matchbox for me, seemed to think through the colours before they released them. I'm sure they line them all up on a computer screen and see what colours go together to create a lovely palette. We'll go downtown just a fraction and bring in the other guys. We'll get those to break up the colour palette, because you wouldn't want purple next to that butterscotchy colour, and red can probably slot in maybe there. And don't know where he goes. He goes. Oh, he's out of shot anyway. Step back a bit. Don't bump your head. And we've got a couple of black ones, the same but different, so they can bookend the whole lot. And Matchbox have done the golf forever, haven't they? Originally, they went out with this one in green, and here is yellow with surfer boards. And then they went off-road, lost the surfboards, and then they went downtown with opening parts, and then they went with that one, the country style one. Lovely. So there you have it. Old news to many of you, because you probably all tuned into Diecast Looney and Grimm's Garage, and so many others have seen or have shown these before me, but I finally got my filthy little mitts all over them, and here we are. Now they're all over my table. Anything else to show you? Not today. There's a bunch of videos coming up that I'm quite excited about, but I'm not sure about the timing of them, so we'll get to those in due course, but heaps to show you in the coming days and weeks. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.